Hey guys, Czar here. Good morning to you. Happy Monday, March 3rd, 9:29. 1 minute away from the open. Here's the daily frame. NASDAQ, S&P, and Dow, the three sisters. Big sell-off in the last week or two. And of course, we had a reversal style day here on Friday, right? Breaking into a new low beyond Thursday's low and then finishing very strong. Overnight, we have had an up day again, guys. During Asia and the UK session, we have broken above and we have bullish bodies on all three, NASDAQ, S&P, and on the Dow. Dow breaking above several days of price action here so far. So looking a little firmer here coming in to the morning, guys. This is my trading grid. There's that daily chart with the up day, right? And bullish body. This is my 30-minute chart here in the bottom left-hand side. Let's take a look at that, shall we? You can see that we have now pulled back through here, right? This is, of course, Friday, that strong finish that I mentioned, that reversal style after dropping down first and making a new temporary, very short-lived low, and then building a little bit sideways here and building back in the UK session. But now we have tapped or tagged a fairly important area here where prices were driven down very aggressively, and we are now open here, guys. We are now open on the New York session. Let's flip over to the two sisters 1-minute charts with VWAP, volume weighted average price. We are slightly above VWAP on both, but dropping down here for the first 1-minute candle. We'll see what that open range is in a moment when that thing closes and then moves out to the right for the rest of the session. 1-minute open range. There's the 1-minute chart. Fairly significant open range so far. 36 points, not that huge. And the S&P here, guys, almost done with the open. 5 points for the S&P and 3 seconds to the new candle. Boom. There's the new candle. So now watching here, guys, to see what this market has to offer us in terms of price action. So we have an up day with a bullish body. That's a bullish bias after a very extended move down. It doesn't mean overextended. It just means a significant move by historical measures, right? Historical measures, historical measures, historical measures, long historical measure, right? Recent history. Reversing back up again here now, guys. This is Manic Monday. I'm going to be very patient here this morning, as I typically am. Won't be jumping on anything, won't be chasing, just patient, cool, calm and collected. Two sisters, NASDAQ inside the open range, S&P above, but both have negative moving average configurations coming from the pre-market, meaning the 9 is below the 21. Just kind of a mixed, sort of a lackluster picture here this morning so far. I'm really interested to see if we can get above this zone here where we rejected and rejected in the UK session. It's a very different new ball game now, of course, now that the massive North American market has opened here, overlapping with the players in the European zone, of course, until about 11:30 or so. Pressing up now, guys. Really want to see how we react here. Are we going to power higher? Is this new buying, guys? Is it a renewed bull market move? Or is this a temporary Manic Monday flurry first thing in the morning? And then all hell breaks loose to the downside. Anything can happen. But I'm going to be super patient here. Just watching here, guys. Just a reminder, guys, that all zones are not created equal. They sure look the same because they're the same color and same size here in terms of my zone markers. But this zone is not particularly strong. In fact, it's quite weak in terms of the time of day, of course, overnight when it was put in place. A little minor pivot here in a very low volume time of the day versus this one here that drove prices down with massive volumes at 1:30 after the twilight zone, the after lunch, and then huge selling on Thursday of last week, of course. So that's the one that's up here, right? It's a strong zone. So I'm particularly interested in watching what happens here. This is a mild to medium zone, guys. It happened on the open of the UK. This is a stronger zone than this one. This one's largely irrelevant if we break that one, right? This one matters, but it doesn't matter nearly as much as this one. Now, important zones or strong zones like that one are not impenetrable. It just means we should be watching what happens and how prices react at those areas. This is a variation, guys, on a sort of a break and a retest, but there's nothing in it for me. This wasn't an impulse drive up and then a orderly pullback into the open range. There's no real impulse here. It's 2 1-minute candles on the open, a flurry of activity, right? So context is key. The other element, of course, is the fact that this thing rallied into this key zone that we were just talking about and then has reversed down. There's no interest in buying here for me whatsoever. It's just a marker, guys. Not doing anything here yet. Just thinking, guys, this is not a trade, unfortunately. Move that to the side. Just gonna wait for some structure to form here, guys. All right, deleting this, guys. I'm going to let this go. This is a little too extended for me to enter here, guys. Although it's certainly feeling bearish now with that daily body flipping blue and heading south. Nothing to do here, guys. Just gonna watch this. So mixed messages here, guys. Of course, we have an up day with a body that is now turned marginally bearish. We have this bearish drop from a key zone as we discussed, and so that would be expected. And we have this action, of course, on the 1-minute chart and on the two sisters. And pushing down, guys. All right, guys, we're back watching this price action now, pulling back into this zone that I just sent to my group in Telegram. If you're not a member, come on by and check it out. Sell stop order, guys, right here. Sell stop order, stop, tricky. Yep. Stop above that big shift candle, unfortunately. It's big, but it's certainly worth a coin toss here, I believe. Patience now. And I'm in, guys. I am in just like that. First trade of the week. Tracking the 4 models. Now it's all about patience. Mondays are very tricky, especially in a market like this with that big extended move. And so there are certainly no guarantees here. This is a trend continuation trade, guys, with a break and retest kind of feel in line with the drive down from a key zone on the 30-minute chart with a flipping daily candle from bullish to bearish after a fairly significant move against Thursday's big price action down. Simple setup. Below open range, 9 below 21, negative moving average configuration, and so on and so forth. And target 1 has been hit, guys, so the 1-hour all or nothing trader has left the game with full profits, and the 2-hour move stop to break even at 1 hour has moved their stop to break even because we hit 1 hour. And now we're going to wait and see how the rest of these traders do. And target 2 has been hit, guys. The 1.5 hour all or nothing trader has left the game with full profits. And there it is, guys. All 4 models fully profitable. Thank you for being here. Happy Monday to you. Hope you have an amazing week. I appreciate you. Talk soon.